My name is Kylen. I use she, they pronouns, and tonight, for the last time, I will be playing Videlis, the devil shadow who uses he, him pronouns.
I've been informed of something, and I need to fix it real quick. There we go. I would like to thank the audience for. I would like to thank Hawkeye for informing me that I was in fact muted. I appreciate that. Hi, I'm Jim. This is Draw Steel. We're on our finale, and that was Kylen, and this is Noctua. Hello.
Hello. I'm Noctua. Tonight I will be playing Stella, who is a Polder troubadour, which is like a halfling bard, but cooler. And we both use she, her pronouns.
Excellent. And now we will head over to Hollow. Hello.
Hello, I'm Hollow. I use he, him pronouns. And tonight, for the last time, I will be the irascible, gigantic Artorias, who also uses he, him pronouns, the Dragon Knight Censor.
Excellent. And now we will head over to Colin. Hello.
Why, hello. I am Colin. I use he or they pronouns, your choice. And tonight I'll be playing Lord Robin Gadling, who uses he, him pronouns. Thank you very much.
Excellent.
Oh, he's also a human. And I'm not going to forget for the final fucking time to say my species and my class. I am a human talent. Thank you.
Excellent. Awesome. I am playing Cesar, who is a revenant tactician, which basically means he's a dead person. He also uses he, him pronouns. Before I hand things over to our director, and you may see us use safety tools from time to time, like we do with the other games on this channel. We're going to be using the X card, the N card, and the O card. If we hit something that's crossing a line for one of us, any of us can type an X in the Zoom video chat or anywhere else, hold up a card, make an X symbol, and we'll back up and do something else. If something happens that we're okay having in the game, but we don't want a graphic description of it, we can type an N in the Zoom chat, and we'll fade to black on it or put it behind a veil, so it'll be there, but we won't go into detail. Finally, if we're exploring a topic or an area of roleplay that's particularly intense for us, but we want to keep going anyway, we can put an O in the chat to let us know we're okay and that we're all good to keep piling on the drama. Something else we can do is put an O with a question mark after it when we're moving into a difficult topic, or if we say or we do something and then think maybe it might be a little too much, then everyone else can respond to that again with an X, an N, or an O to let us know if we're still doing okay. We're also using the pause. If any of us needs to take some time, we can ask for a pause in the game while we discuss things or just take a break for as long as anyone needs. For this game, we may also dip into script change tools sometimes, which are more like playback controls, rewind, pause, fast forward, that sort of thing. A few content warnings. This game may contain references to death, fantasy violence, occultism, and the undead. If you're watching live on Twitch and you want to see the list, go to the chat and type in !DSCW, and that will appear there. It will also be showing up periodically on rotation. Finally, please remember that we have an open door policy, which means that any of us and any of you can feel free to step away from this at any time if we need to. It's just a game and mental health is always more important. And so now, finally, without further ado, we shall hand things over to our director, Levi. Hello.
Hello, I am Levi. I use they or he pronouns it for the last time. I will be the director, the game master for this year campaign. When first we met our heroes, they had been properly persuaded by the Office of Exchange Integrity as one of their employer's contacts, an archivist by the name of Mernepta, has been abducted. They found this archivist from the nation of Kamara, and he explained that he was assisting with the transfer of an artifact, which is called the Codex Chronoforma, the Book of Time. Our heroes then swiftly intercepted the artifact, which at that time had been being stolen by the Royal Antiquarian Society. In the intervening time since then, our heroes had spent some downtime assisting their community, trying to blend back in with the more affluent, as well as reconnecting with their roots as a performer. Vidalis, however, who is now an agent of the OEI, did a little bit of digging and attempted to actually figure out what's going on. By the sounds of it, someone had seemed to employ a local smuggling guild known as the Wind in order to intercept the artifact with the Royal Antiquarian Society's assistance. While enjoying their downtime at our troubadour's almost like comeback performance, Lord Gatling had a little bit of a secret to share and promptly launched himself off the balcony. Which is one way to explain that you are immortal.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Which is one way to explain that you were immortal. By dying.
That was the way I chose,
Hmm?
for what it's worth.
Yes, yes. And I believe when last we left off, Vidalis was trying to like smooth everything over by like trying to belong and posing as a doctor. And I think that is where we are going to open roleplay.
Have the theater attendants been successfully persuaded to leave the situation alone and let me handle it?
Yes, between your abilities of illusion and your confidence, you managed to kind of get them out of the way.
Okay. Okay, Stella is there, and Stella, you are, if I recall correctly, upset.
Very, because I have no context for what just happened.
Okay.
And I believe Cesar and Artorias were up at the balcony.
Yep, Artorias was just looking down, thinking grimly, damn, that could be me. Mm.
So I think Vidalis is going to, with your permission, Noctua, very gently place a hand on your shoulder and will say, just kind of like mutter, Stella, it's Vidalis. Things are not as bad as they appear. I think Cesar can explain. Can you please go upstairs and get him and Artorias? Lord Gadling is heavy.
On that last sentence, Stella's like, okay, yep, that actually makes sense. So, yeah, she kind of like takes a breath and stares up at the disguised Vidalis, going, nobody else would sound like that. And then she'll toddle her way back up the stairs. When she's like halfway there, she'll start calling for the rest of you.
You feel like
Come
Cesar
down.
and Artorias are just sort of looking down, and we're just sort of looking down, not quite stunned, but sort of stunned, looking down, and just sort of like, should we go down and help? We should probably go down and help.
What will we help with?
Oh, he's going to be okay in about 12 hours, but
Oh,
yeah,
I didn't realize.
We got to move the body.
That's very
Yeah.
different than what I expected.
And he's he didn't he's a thing he told me he can do, but I did not expect him to demonstrate in quite this way.
Well, that just takes all the sting out of it if you can just stand up.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but if somebody puts him in the incinerator, right between now and then, it's gone. So,
Do we
you
know
gotta-
that?
I guess we don't know. I mean, that's how it works for me. But I guess we can.
I don't
we
want
can
to try, but I mean, that's
Yeah,
not something
yeah.
we know.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That is true. His situation is different from mine, so it is it's hard to say. But
Can you die again, Cesar?
oh yeah, it's just I get back up again. If they don't burn me, I get back up again.
That's
Yeah.
2 people that can die and not die.
Yeah. No, it's-
And
Yeah.
at that we cut. Vidalis, where would you have recommended tie the body?
So I think the first thing Vidalis is gonna do is just kind of wander to the back, pick up some sort of prop that is just like a piece of fabric, and just kind of drape that over the body. Uh, and then yeah, once I guess once Cesar and Artorias get downstairs, Fidelis is going to turn to them both and say, I need your assistance picking him up and finding a suitable location for him to rest.
Well, I mean, I know a few bolt holes, but I don't know if he's gonna like it when he wakes up. But yeah, unfortunately, I don't know where he is. I don't know where he lives, and I don't think he's. I don't necessarily think he's going to want us to put him to wake up at the country club. So might put people off their feed. Unless someone has any other suggestions.
What was your suggestion?
We've got some crypts that are pretty quiet.
Oh, okay.
That's actually a really good idea. No one's going to worry about a dead body in a crypt.
But would
And
they
is the
be
interest-
concerned if he walked out?
Not in that neighborhood.
Okay, fair enough. Right. Let's move the body, and Cesar, perhaps you can give us more of an explanation. Because right now your word is all I have to go off of.
Yeah. I was not expecting to have to carry proof when he told me. He only told me this afternoon exactly what was going on with him. I mean, I figured to a certain extent, but I'll tell you on the way.
Is one corpse extrication later. Wait, so is he like you then? Where if he goes down, he gets back up again?
He does, but he's not like me in the same way. I'm actually dead. But with him, he's still alive. So he comes back to life.
But Stella kind of pokes the shoulder of Lord Robin's corpse, going, he seems pretty, dead.
So there's the thing that happens when I don't decompose often, except sort of for a little bit when I am dead. I am dead.
You're an ambulatory corpse. We are
Yes.
not ambulatory. You rot.
When I am ambulatory. That is the word. That works. When I am non-ambulatory, then I will decompose some. But when I come back, I return to this state. I I looked much worse when I was first found. The first time it happened, because there was a bit of a gap.
Oh.
Now with him, he returns to his living state. He comes back further. He returns to his living state. I presume that's how this works. I don't know. I've never seen him do it before. I only just found out he was around still, just, a few days ago when we all met.
Oh. Oh, that. That actually explains a lot. Huh. I didn't think the country club was that bad. Jeez.
Apparently, they have a lot of assassins working there as staff. A lot of
But-
backstabbing.
Yeah, but huh. I guess he saved them the trouble?
Yeah. Or shrugs. Some clubs. Yeah. Some clubs you just, you think you want to be a member, and then when you get there, not so good. Yeah.
Okay. So we arrive at a crypt.
Yes. We're going to go into the dead part of town. Levi, do any of these living people need to take precaution going into the dead zone?
Not necessarily. This is still like a functioning part of the city.
Yeah. So it's okay for living people to be here. It's not, they're not going to be
Yeah.
Stopped or questioned or
no
anything.
immediate danger, no.
Okay. I figure that most of the crypts, I figure that we have a lot of unoccupied crypts because there wasn't as much of a use for them after the dead people moved in. Ironically.
Exactly.
Unless some people just like to use it as beds for some strange reason. But no, Cesar does not sleep in a crypt. He actually does sleep in a bed. Well, he doesn't sleep. That's the problem. I don't think we'd sleep. But rest. He rests in a anyway. So we get to one of the quieter crypts that I know will be out of the way and that people won't bother anyone for a while. And just make sure the entrance. I'll make sure the entrance and everything is secure, and we can put him in a nice stone box where he can rest. If there are any ancient decaying pillows, and I'll put one of those under his head.
Yep. Excellent. I think before you probably get the crypt open, Vidalis, you see a brief series of flashing lights, short, long, short, long. And you have been roughly briefed as this is a signal from the OEI.
Okay. Coming from
From
before we actually go down.
a couple blocks away.
Okay.
And you know that this to be a signal that's basically like this message is too long to actually convey. Come over here.
Okay. Vidalis is going to say, I'll reconvene with you shortly and we can discuss next steps. I won't be much help carrying the body anyways, so I will leave you to it. And without further explanation, he's going to sharply turn on his heels and go in a different direction.
I think you see one of the more experienced agents in just a simple black coat pulls up his hat. Well, you aren't the easiest man to get a hold of, but when you do, then he looks back over to the crypt. Let's just say that this has been a very entertaining tailing.
Uh, well, you should have seen the show.
Oh yes, uh, the cleaning staff at the theater were quite well convinced.
Yeah, had to clean up the mess, but it seems we have it handled for now.
Hmm. Which is good because there is some rather unfortunate news. The cargo that we had you lift the night before, uh, last night. The Fulcrum doesn't have much in the way of artifact storage, but we didn't have nothing. The bad news is that someone was able to get their hands on the cargo.
Well, I can think of a few interested parties, but was there any sort of signs left at the scene that would maybe give a tell as to who it might have been?
Sadly, they didn't play the kind of thief that was a calling card.
Hmm.
Not like the operas at all.
What was that?
Not like the operas at all.
Hmm. Um, so, all right. Um, so if I had to guess, based on the information I gathered, it's probably en route if it hasn't arrived there already at uh Dinecoletto? Count Dinecoletto? How do you pronounce
Uh,
that?
Nicoletto, yeah.
Dinecoletto.
Uh,
It might be at his estate.
that is likely, but we can't be certain. Especially since you're one of our operatives now. If you are willing to take a stronger leap, then in the event that you do get caught or even seen, you would have to uh, you would have to announce if the news ever did get out. Unfortunately, Fulcrum does still need to work with House Valletta in some capacity.
Hmm. All right.
But if any of Nicoletto's associates knew of a back entrance and could be easily persuaded,
Uh, when you say associates, are you implying the people that he had pulling off this job for him, or perhaps within his actual circle?
most likely the former. Uh,
Okay, so the
I'm
people.
not sure how robust Valletta's network is, but I I believe that whoever lifted the artifact off of us were the more professional party.
Hmm. Okay. Um, I think we have at least one way of getting it in, though I really don't want to have to talk to the wind, but it is what it is.
And not the easiest entrance either, but that's the one Kaido's most happy with.
The one that who's most happy with?
Kaido, the director.
Oh, yes. Okay. All right. Well, I've given some background to some of my compatriots that pulled off this last job with me, but I can catch them up to speed, and should they be willing, perhaps we can tackle this issue.
Very good. Very good. If any palms need to be greased, I mean, I would like to say spare no expense, but the director would rather we spare at least some expenses.
If you can tell me one thing, my information may be a little outdated, but where might be the easiest place I can get an inn? Like a wind-owned establishment or frequented establishment is kind of what I'm trying to ask for.
Yeah. Well, they have a couple of known fronts. That's Smith Shop for one, but the most likely, the most high profile. I mean, given this location, high profile is a strong word, but the Bull and Knot's your best bet.
What's it called?
The Bull and Knot.
The Bowl and Knot, and that's like a pub type situation, sailor's bar type situation.
Pretty much, yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay. I think that's something to work with. Very well.
Good
I'll
luck,
see
Agent.
to it.
Lowers his hat back and turns around.
All right. Then I'll wait for him to leave, and then kind of nonchalantly make my way back to the crypt.
Stella's sitting there playing a lullaby.
Sort of packing in like hay, straw, or whatever we have underneath, so we can like, so he doesn't have to wake up on the bare stone.
Aww.
Yeah, come on.
Just kind of looking over at the scene of everything that's going on. Vidalis will be like, looks like you have it handled. Thank you for your assistance.
Thank you.
Is everything okay?
I have some information I need to share, some of which I have imparted to Cesar and Artorius, but the situation's changed, so there's more I need to explain. So basically what I'm going to say to kind of speed through this is kind of touch on some of what I already told Artorius and Cesar, that Count de Necoletto is the one who wanted the book, went to the wind, Voldicast from the wind, called into favor with Dame Annalita at the Royal Antiquarian Society, hence, that's who we saw actually, try to take the book, all those scholarly people. And now the book has been taken from the Fulcrum, and our best bet in to try to find it. It's probably en route to the De Necoletto estate, and our best in is to try to get the wind to spill some secrets, and the best place we can find them is at the Bowl and Knot. That's the summary of what I say.
Out of character question, because I, as a player, have forgotten. Who or what is the Fulcrum?
The Fulcrum is the organization under Lady Shirome, or that's like her guild. They're like the financial people. They're the ones that initially bribed or blackmailed us into doing the job for them. And
Okay,
now the piece that Vidalis has not said is now he's kind of been contracted to work with the Office of Exchange Integrity, which is underneath that. And so that's the piece he hasn't said yet.
Yeah.
But that's a part of that too.
Okay.
So they want to do.
I feel like I need a corkboard with red string.
Yes.
I mean, our corpse is right here. Like,
lost it immediately.
Yes.
And so they don't want to hire us again to do the same job.
Yes.
Are they
But then
giving
they're
us?
going to lose it again.
Are they going to pay us again?
I assume there will be some sort of compensation at the end of this.
You assume.
I have my own personal reasons for seeing to this, but I can perhaps leverage something out of it for you all.
Cesar will just look to everyone else.
Wait. So we did all of that, like with the blacksmith shop and the boat and all of that, and we did it, and we won, yeah, and then we got our reward, and I was having such a lovely evening, and it was fabulous. It was so good. And then this happens, indicates corpse of Lord Robin, uh, and now we got to go do it again.
Well, no one is forcing your hand this time, but consider it as a favor to me. As in, this would greatly help me out, as I need to see to this anyways.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. I'll do it, but you owe me a favor.
I believe we can make this exchange.
Cool, okay.
Fidelis will extend his hand.
Stella goes to take it, and then she goes, wait. There's terms and conditions, aren't there?
No. I simply want to ensure you that I will keep my word.
Oh. Somehow that's more straightforward than I came to expect from you. And she will shake your hand.
I'm in the business of good business.
So many people's lives involve doing the exact same thing every day for the exact same pay. We can only be lucky that our work is so dynamic. And I get to kill the bastards who hurt my friend.
So,
Yes.
can I count on your support?
Yes.
Excellent.
I mean, yeah, I'm good. I can. Yeah, I can. Yeah. I don't mind so long as you say you're gonna try to get compensation. If we get that, good. If not, I'll take a favor.
Very well. Extends hand.
Shakes. My hand is very cold.
I do not mind.
Yeah, and I think be like, can't
peeks
speak for him,
over-
unfortunately. He says, gesturing back to the coffin.
Let's see. Peeks over at Robin in the crypt. Will take out a piece of paper. He'll write down his address, take out his pocket watch, check the time, be like, this is about 12 hours worth. Add like 30 minutes onto it and just be like, meet me here. And then signs a little V. And be like, well, he can see to that later.
Yes, important question. I was about to ask if you were just gonna wait outside the crypts, but yeah. About what time do you actually plan on meeting up with the Wind? Is it Basically, do you wait for Robin to come?
Yes, I would wait for Robin to come. So basically, I'm giving him my address and I'll tell like everyone else, just be like, okay, you know what? We're going to rendezvous here. We're going to catch Robin up to speed. Whether or not he wants to come is on him. And then we'll kind of trickle our way into the bowl and knot and then go from there.
Yeah, I think that Artorias is going to hold vigil at the body. It's just a weird space for him to be in. Seeing a dead man who can come back when he knows a dead man who can't, and would very much like to.
Cesar will at some point Cesar will also, because he lives not too far from here anyway. And
just down the street.
Yeah, he doesn't really sleep, so but he will also, as when we get close to the 12 hours, he's gonna head out and come back with coffee, which he will set like next to the so he'll kind of set it down somewhere nearby, next to the crypt, so that next to the coffin, so that that'll be ready when he wakes up.
Fidelis will go to his nice, comfy apartment and spend the night there and wait for people to meet him the next day.
Actually, probably also in a water skin, because you don't want to just drink coffee in the morning. You know, after you come back to life, you want to rehydrate first.
He just looks at the water skin and
Yeah.
you think he drinks water. Sounds like he would say something like fish piss in it or something like that.
Oh yeah, there is that. But you know, you come back from the dead, then usually, I don't know. I've never seen a living person someone come back to life before. I assume he's going to want, if the human body still works the way I think it does, then he's gonna, if his body works the way that I think it will, he's probably gonna need, we'll see.
I wonder where he goes. Is there a place that he is right now? Is he traveling back? Is he snapped back? Is he pushed back?
There was a thing he said. Did he? I forget. Did Robin mention the calling voice of the death god, or did he leave that part out?
I can't remember, so I'm going to say calling voice of the death god was indeed a thing that he. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah. Yep.
Yes, I remember Levi telling you, but I don't know if you also told Cesar about it.
I'm going to say that I don't remember if I did, but I want to have told you that because it's
Sure.
cool. So let's say that I did.
So it is interesting, and so Cesar will just basically say, just to tell Artorias, it's sometimes when I go away for a while, I will feel like I hear something, and then when I wake up again, I can't remember what it was that I was encountering. He told me that this sort of strange sound that is kind of like a gasped shriek type language that he hears, but that turns out to be some sort of death figure that he sees, but is drawn away from. It's like their welcoming embrace.
Artorias, do you happen to have the religion or timescape skill?
I have religion, timescape. That sounds like something for talents with magical power.
So I think that there are a couple of more details than we players have that could conveyed, and some of that is you can recognize as Robin having a vision of the abyssal wasteland, and there are certain texts that imply that there is a city of the dead Not a city full of undead like the place you are in now, but a a city that is made up of every city that has died.
So it's real. Could he be there? Could my love be there?
Oh.
Not Robin. I wanted to clarify.
I guessed. I guess. Yeah. Well, one can imagine a lot of people end up there. Maybe.
A place where all cities that have died converge. An abyssal wasteland. It's real.
Hey, some of my people could be there, maybe.
And this man gets to walk back and forth.
I did not get the impression he was he was able to control how long he is there for, or how he visits. He just finds himself there.
I would stop breathing to get snatches of him walking back and forth.
We don't really know exactly how this happened to him. There was a lot of... if it happened around the same time as what happened to me, there was a lot of magic thrown around, more than anyone alive today would see in their lifetime. There was cataclysmic events. So, we're not sure, but if that's what caused this and this... don't know if there's... It would require a lot. Maybe there's a way.
Then I will become a lot.
And with that, I think we cut to the meeting at Fidelis' apartment.
As established, it is small, it is pristine, and it is tastefully stocked with antiques of all varieties. There's probably just like a small fruit platter and some like crackers or like some very light fare.
Love that Videlis put out hors d'oeuvres. That's so Videlis.
Is Lord Gadling ambulatory?
We really like that word in this game.
Yeah. So
It's a good word.
Artorias stood vigil, right? So like you would be there when he comes back, and there is a horrific sound of like bones snapping back into place as his like neck realigns itself. It's horrible. It is a bone-chilling noise. But then he like his neck snaps back into place and he stands up, or he like sits up and just stretches like he just got up from a big long nap. And it's like, oh, ooh, oh, hello. I can't hear you. I suppose you must be muted or something.
Good morning for you, Lord Robin.
Oh, about that.
Or
Lord Robin is
Gadling.
dead.
So who are you?
I need a new name.
Is this some kind of contrivance because you died in front of a dozen people?
Quite. I realize that this whole attempting to get back into the good graces of the nobility and the country club and all of that, it's It was all very good and well for a short time, but really what I found is that this adventuring sort of life is what I really want to do. So I contrived, yes, a contrivance to fake my own death. I've done it before. This is far from the first time that I've done this.
Right.
So now I need a new identity. Luckily, I've established that Lord Robin is a father already. Planted that seed back a few years ago, so I am pleased to introduce you to my son, Owen Gadling.
Right. Owen the Lord Gadling. Of
Correct.
course.
Though I don't think I'll be using the Lord title as much anymore these days. I do need to swing by my humble little chateau and grab my black clothing. As you see, I'm in mourning.
Right. Do you remember where you go?
Oh, you know, I do. It's difficult to describe, but I do. Is there something you'd like to know?
He pulls out a small drawing that he has been lovingly kept. Did you see this man? He's a human he's a human with fair hair, chiseled jaw.
I, Colin, don't think he did. However, Robin / Owen would like to lie and say that he did.
Fantastic. I love being lied to. Let's do it.
Oh my god.
Which I think he thinks it's a kindness to say that he did. Like he's trying to read the room and he thinks that would be a kindness to tell you that. Because I think his death experience is one that is not normal. And it's not to say that your beloved is not on the other side and not there. Just I don't think he would have perceived that in the short time that he's dead.
Oh, probably not, but
So I think he's going to, out of kindness, lie and say that he did. Why, yes. Yes, this gentleman looks familiar.
thank you. A
Were you
cataclysm
close?
I shall become.
We cut to orders. Uh, we see that I believe my instinct is that Stella would have gone there like relatively early. So Stella arrives, and then moments later, Artorias, Cesar, and Owen appear.
Stella's peering at one of the antiques that Videlis has on display. She doesn't touch, but she like stares at it and she goes, "Ooh, that's very pretty. What is it?"
Well, it is a vase from, and Videlis is going to go, I don't know all the lore, but Videlis is going to like go into like, oh, it's from this time period, it's from this region of the world, legend says that it was a gift to someone's betrothed, like all this stuff, like
Yeah,
explicit detail.
yes. And Stella would take all of this in. She's comprehending like 30% of it, but she will ask, "Is it haunted?"
Does it increase the value if I tell you it's haunted?
Well, yeah, because then it might have a ghost in it.
It's haunted.
And you see Stella's eyes flash as she goes, "Yes, ghost." At which point the gentlemen arrive.
Ah, Lord Gadling, good to see you awake.
Thank you. It is, by the way, and he is in full head to toe black. Like he swung by his place and got his mourning garb. So he is in deep mourning for himself. And says, by the way, it's Owen now I'm going by. That's my son. I've done this charade before. It's very exciting. I always get very, very excited whenever I have another death.
I see. So that would mean you have, historically, been very bad at your taxes.
Historically bad, yes.
It all makes sense now. All right. Owen.
Thank you.
Does
It has been such a pleasure adventuring with all of you, and I must say, I decided that it was time to leave the whole country club life behind so that I can enjoy more of whatever this is. I hope that there's more of it to come.
Well, you are in luck because I have a proposition for you.
I accept.
Would you like me to explain?
Oh, certainly, yes.
I will share without going into everything again. Catch Owen up to speed.
I accept.
An easy sell. I'll take it.
So, where do we begin?
Are you sure you're up to this? Like, you were dead, like, an hour ago. I saw your corpse. Are you okay?
Oh, certainly. Cracks his neck both ways. Loud, splintering, bone grinding. Oh, certainly. Ooh, I actually did just crack my neck. Ow.
Dedication.
Oh,
I didn't know your method.
I just turned 35.
Just wait.
Never better, Stella. No, Stella, I appreciate your concern for my well-being. But no, I am never better. Honestly, I never feel quite as alive as I do immediately after being dead.
I will take your word for it. But, if you say you're good to go.
Absolutely.
Stella's so out of her area of expertise. She's like, you know what, this might as well happen. Cesar does it, so why not?
If I may bring our attention back to the matter at hand, we should, I believe, make our way to the Bowl and Knot. I don't expect we should open the place, but give it some time. Where I should explain. It is establishment very much frequented and perhaps run by the wind. So my hope being that we can perhaps convince someone to let loose a little information on how to best infiltrate the I can't pronounce his name. Denecoletto estate.
Nicoletto.
So that is how I believe we should tackle it. And I have been given some leeway that should it come to it and we need to resort to monetary persuasion, that there is some room to do so within reason. But let us not resort to that first if we can help it.
Sorry, Kylen, out of character, you're going to the Bowl and Knot because the wind frequents it, but do you have one particular contact in mind? Did I miss a name?
I was not given a you should talk to so and so. It's just a you should talk to someone, whoever's got loose lips.
Was it Randy?
No, Randy was my guy.
Okay.
Randy was my homie that got me most of the information beforehand. No, Randy
Okay.
the Polder.
Okay.
I did
Different
not
guy.
get a name. I did not
Okay.
get a name.
Randy's
Gotcha.
cool. We like Randy.
Yeah. um we do have time for questions, suggestions, and also refreshments should you wish to partake.
Ooh. Cheese and crackers. Very simple, but I find that whenever I die and come back, my tastes sort of change a bit. And I think I like simple this time around. I think I'm going to go a bit more down to earth. I'm not going to change my voice. That's ridiculous. Perhaps I should. Should I change my voice? That might help to sell it a little bit.
Well, if you're your own son, you should talk similar.
Similar, yes, but what if I was? Ooh, this is kind of fun. What if I'm the sort of son who hated my father and wanted to forge my own path?
That tells me a lot about you, a lot more about you psychologically than I was prepared to learn this morning.
And at that, do we as players have any questions, comments, or concerns before we head to the Bowl and Knot?
I'm just here for a good time. And a long time.
Why not both?
Exactly. That's how I know it's a fantasy game.
I'm good.
So we cut to a part of the stage that's very similar to the market where the Smith shop was. There's just a few blocks left when the docks would have been right. We see this very kind of low the ground in to the point where you have to check whether or not it's high or low tide, because if it's high tide, it gets right up to the dock. But we cut to this surprisingly modest inn. Do you all go in as a crew, or do you split trickle in one at a time?
I think Videlis' suggestion would be to trickle in. That way, we don't immediately be like, who are all these chuckle fucks rolling up together? And if we're able to perhaps divide and conquer in any sort of way so as to not overwhelm a person with that would be Videlis' suggestion, is to trickle in to it at the very least not appear super suspicious.
Is Videlis' suggestion for our tourists to show up first or last? Because there's no not overwhelming somebody with a dragon knight just walking in somewhere.
Which would be more narratively satisfying to you?
I can go for either. Just, Videlis is, the social tactician here. Dragon knights are rare. So it's there's no not having somebody think something is odd if I show up.
Okay, then maybe last.
I think Stella could potentially be advantageous to go in earlier, either first or maybe just after Videlis, because she can play at the tavern, and she has a wide enough repertoire that she can probably find something to put patrons at their ease.
I like it. I like it.
I think I also have a mechanic for this, which I would love to be able to use, but I don't think it's come up just yet.
As a matter of fact, I'm going to actually place you all here. Let's see, right by the door.
Oh dear.
Da-da-dum.
These tokens.
Incoming battle map.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tokens look a little familiar.
A little bit, huh?
Do I see minions?
Huh.
Let's
Yeah,
see.
this is interesting. Oh, there I am. Okay.
Yeah, feel free to place yourselves about the scene. So, Stella, what is the plan?
Um, so,
Ooh, that's a lot of territory.
I think Stella would uh she'd go in, she'd get herself a drink, like very casually, and uh play a few chords on the lute to test it out and see if the bartender gives her the stink eye for doing so. And if not, she'll start playing essentially what is background music. Just, she wants to get a feel for the patrons because she's trying to judge whether she wants like a good sailor song, which is something you can sing and a little bit dirty and like a little bit rowdy, or if this is a place where they just want the music to just fade into the background so they can talk. She
Hmm.
assessing the place, finding the right song for it.
In which case, if you could roll presence for me.
Presents. Okay. Oh geez, have I forgotten how to roll dice for this game? Hold up.
It'll be 2d10 plus your presence, which I believe for you is 2. And you may apply any skill you would like for an edge.
Ooh, okay. Um, can I read person to find the right song for this?
I'll allow it.
Okay. Okay. Um, so it's 2d10 plus 2 for my presence
Plus 2 for the skill.
plus 2 for the skill. 16, 18. 18.
Excellent. On a tier 3, your gamut goes over very smoothly. And the gentleman behind the bar, very finely dressed, very, very large gentleman behind the bar, kind of gives you a smile. And I do also behind the scenes. This was very good. Let's see. I think he actually says, do you fancy yourself a musician? Professional, rather.
Well, I've been known to dabble.
Excellent, excellent. Well, then don't let me stop you.
Yeah, music gets a little more enjoyable as Stella gets into it. Uh, and so mechanically, I'm trying to set Stella up so that she can invoke her uh her harmonizer. I don't know if it'll work here, but it says once during a negotiation when an ally makes an argument, you can play music to give that ally an edge on their test.
Okay. Yeah, definitely set that up in the fiction.
Yay. Okay.
All right. And then he said you just, yeah, feel free to place yourself at the bar or wherever you would sit. Everybody else, what's the approach?
I think also the dead person will hang just outside until we'll probably go in like around the same time as Artorias because I have a feeling that unless it's like in the dead part of town, the only reason dead people generally go to bars is to socialize. So they're probably not encouraged to go into bars because they're not paying much. They're not spending much money.
That's true. That's true. Makes sense to me.
I can file in next. So my plan for going about this is I want to go to the bar and order a drink. I will place myself over here. Kind of wave over to the bartender and order a slightly nicer beverage. You know. I know it's like not like basically not something that you spend a little more money on to be like, okay, this person isn't like a cheapskate.
Mm-hmm. And as he grabs the bottle off the shelf, well, friend, you don't seem to be from around here. What brings you in?
Well, I'm about to do some sailing soon. You see, I'm traveling to a port that may or may not be safe, and I was hoping the wind could blow in my favor and perhaps give me some advice on safe passage.
Looks like you came to the right kind of bar. And now we will be entering a negotiation. I think before we get into that fully, I will ask Owen, what is your approach here? Do you join in on this?
Owen is going to enter the bar as someone posing as someone who is drinking to forget. Because he's in mourning, you know? So his goal was to get to the bar, order a whole bottle of whatever's in the well, and kind of sit and listen, and then interject if an opportunity presents itself where he can be supportive to this scheme that Vidalis is playing out right now.
Fantastic.
Owen,
Right.
are you acting drunk already? Like, do you come in half?
Yeah, probably. Here he comes. Hey. Yeah, I mean, like, I think he's a guy, he comes across as a guy who's been drinking all day, probably. And is now going to continue whiling his sorrows away.
Yeah, I think, actually, give me a presence test real quick.
Okay. Presence? 18. Good roll.
Excellent. Yeah, I think, you don't really draw any suspicion as the gentleman just kind of gives you a meaningful look.
I will take whiskey of your cheapest variety.
You have also come to the right place, my friend.
You are a good man. I want you to know that. Look at me.
You are.
Look at me. Look at me. You are a good man. And this is great whiskey.
All right. Artorius and Cesar. How do you approach this?
Probably in some kind of awkward, casual manner. I'm just a guy here for a drink. I'm just a normal guy. Yep.
Normal guy, normal citizen, going about his day.
Yep.
I'm just gonna go in with him because we look like mercs. So
Yep.
that is, I think, the going to be also my thing is just normal guy.
Just a dead guy and his dragon buddy.
Yeah.
Normal day.
Just John Q, normal guy.
John Q, normal guy.
That's us.
Ordinary McNormalton. And just go in and hanging out as though we're getting in an early drink, or one of us is, before we jump into more mercenarying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think as we go into this,
I guess, there's a table.
Yeah. Just zooming in on the map. Yeah. So, let me see if I can succinctly describe negotiations. Negotiations are almost like a social combat. Think of it like a different type of skill challenge, specifically for trying to get people to get onto your side a little bit. So there are 2 stats that you need to worry about, which is patience. How long is this person even willing to listen to you? And interests, meaning what are they actually willing to do for you? I will also say that 2 very important factors are motivations, which are things that will actually make your argument a little more persuasive if they align with things that they value. I should have gotten this ready because it's a finite list. The actual open on negotiation first try. Gaming. The list of motivations and pitfalls start on page 284 of the book.
Let us turn in our hymnals.
Mm-hmm. So, Videlis, you have opened this negotiation. What do you say?
Just a real quick thing. I do add a patience to the NPC for
Nice.
being here at the beginning of this negotiation. I also, the first test made to influence him gains an edge. So I have an edge, Videlis.
Wonderful.
I am just pulling up the book to see if I can. I know some of the motivations, but I don't remember all of them. So, you said 284?
Yes, 284. And I will also let you know that that there is a test that you can make to uncover motivations with reason, intuition, or presence.
I do have an edge on discovering motivations and pitfalls, but I'm wondering, should I do that with a double edge, or should I just use the edge to try to further the negotiation and just make a best guess at what I think this guy is interested in? So I'm willing, or I would like to hear y'all's opinions.
Have the edge from Artorias, and you have the edge from Stella's music. So you should have 2 edges on whatever you're doing.
Oh. Okay, then. Because I think I can make a good stab looking over these at a potential at a potential I just said what the name of these were called. Motivation. Because greed seems like a good one to go at.
Mhm.
I don't know. That just feels good to me. So I'm gonna try to be clever and speak in a kind of coded way. So this may fall a little flat, so I'll tell you what I'm trying to do.
Yeah.
Um, so I think using kind of going on this analogy, will basically say that, uh, I hear you can perhaps charter a vessel to where you need to go, and I'm sure I could, find something to make it worth your while more than, uh, you know, uh, this, you know, kind of alluding to it's Gina Gleto, but like in a
Mhm.
roundabout way. Maybe like some word on the street, like kind of coding at him, So I'm trying to appeal to greed by saying, I'm sure like whatever he did, he kind of stiffed you on.
Mhm.
And I'm sure I could find some way to, actually get you what you're worth.
Alrighty. That will be with presence, or if your reason would be better, since you're kind of using his own logic against him.
Yeah, I have a preference for reason just because it's a little higher. Um, and I mean, this seems like it could be persuade. Yeah, Fidelis wouldn't lie about this. Fidelis is not in the business of lying during
Mm-hmm.
business deals. So I think this is a persuade.
Get persuade, and then you get an edge from Artorias.
And I get an edge from Stella as well for the music. Is that how that works? How does it work, Noctua?
Uh, so this is part of Harmonizer. Once during a negotiation, when an ally makes an argument, you can play music to give that ally an edge on their test.
Okay. So are you triggering that now?
Uh, yeah, I can, unless you want me to hold on to it.
You're already getting an edge from the skill. At this point, I would say save it.
Okay, yeah, save it
Okay.
because I'm getting an edge from Artorias. Okay. So
Yeah,
so this automatically gets bumped up a tier.
exactly.
Okay. So let's go for it. Okay. So that is a 12. So that's a tier 2 that gets bumped to a tier
Mhm.
3, correct?
Yep.
Nice.
And all right, so the interest increases by 1 and the patience doesn't change. Excellent.
Uh can can I get a gauge on where we're at, like numbers wise, with patience and interest?
I will say, with a between a little bit of the setup as well as Artorias's bonus, your total patience is 4. Uh, and the patience didn't change. So yeah, patience 4. And given the interest level, well, the more risky the port, the uh, higher the payment is to charge charge such a vessel. But with that payment provided in advance, there is definitely some. There's definitely a solution to be found here.
Okay, that's my turn.
So you can either accept that, or if you uh, want to try getting a better deal out of them, someone else can make an attempt.
I would say because his patience is 4, we have a lot of room to like play with. You know, we don't have to automatically give in to that. We can try to bump it a little higher. If anyone has a plan of attack.
Question. Uh, I I don't know what like a victory condition is for a negotiation. So like, is there a DC of like patience or a DC of interest that we have to hit?
So once the patience runs out, that is the final offer. And the two ends of the spectrum on patience are 0 to 5. And kind of show my hand a little bit. That is interest 3, which is yes, but
Oh, I see. Okay. So you want them very interested before getting that final offer.
mhm.
I want to
Okay.
see if we can get a 4, and maybe we can push our luck and get a 5 as well. But, you
Mhm.
know, maybe at least a 4.
Okay. I have a thing. I don't know if I'm going to use it correctly, but I have a thing. So Stella has a thing called Scene Partner. Whenever you obtain a success on a test to interact with an NPC using a skill from the interpersonal group, you can form a bond with that NPC. When you enter into a negotiation with a bonded NPC, their patience increases by 1. Additionally, the first time during a negotiation that you personally make an argument that would increase a bonded NPC's interest by 1, you instead increase their interest by 2. So, can
You did
I?
get in a success with an inner. No, wait.
Yeah, I did, because I was using
Mhm.
Yeah, reperson's
Reperson.
reperson.
interpersonal.
Yeah.
So can I invoke this to uh talk to the bartender and uh, essentially about the music and ask him, you know, do you have any requests?
Hmm.
What would you like to listen to?
Hmm. Yeah, I think there is a particular song that you know well enough that he requests.
Yeah. So Stella's going to start playing that song. She sticks to a melody through like the first verse and then like puts in a couple more flourishes as the song continues. And she'll like kind of look up at the bartender periodically to like gauge how he's responding to the music and just like making sure that he's still engaged and still interacting with her and like enjoying himself.
Hmm. You found another motivation. Please roll with presence for me.
Yay! Okay. Am I rolling music? Can I be rolling music for this?
Yep, music works.
Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Okay.
And do
Uh,
you want to use your own skill to give you an edge?
I not on this one because I think I'm okay. Because with the dice and the +2 for this for presence, +2 for the skill gives me a 17.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
So it would bring it up by 1 without changing not changing the patience. But did you say that scene partner means that it increases the presence by the interest by 2?
Yes, you increase their interest by 2 to a maximum of 5.
That brings you to 5.
Yay!
Yeah.
This is why you
Sick.
bring a bard.
Excellent. Uh, so I will note that Zara, you have definitely recognized the bartender as the gentleman who approached you at the country club. Uh,
Oh.
but I think as he kind of rides along to the music, I think he says, "Well, friend, I think that I have confidence in your heading, but I'm always happy to uh, push the sails a little further." And he drops something down, uh, and we see that he drops a little map, and he pulls 3 little black darts out of his pocket. So you have your back entrance, as well as 3 black ash darts. And at that, let's take a 5-10 minute break.
Righto. We're going to take a quick break, and then we will return and do things. I do have an interview queued, a short interview. This is from a conversation I had with my friend Drew that we streamed a little while ago. So it's an excerpt from that, and we'll be back soon to see what happens. See you shortly. You mentioned Kids on Bikes,
Yes.
which I am not familiar with. That's one of the ones I haven't gotten around to. Are there specific are there specific tools in there for you talked about players generating NPCs and such? Are there like specific tools for it, or were you doing more sort of kit bashing?
No. So before characters are created, you answer a certain number of questions. You go around the table and each person takes a chance. So it might be something like, so the idea behind Kids on Bikes is, and yes, it was created in response to popularity of shows like Stranger Things.
Mm-hmm.
So it is, has come up after things like Meddling Kids, which is a kind of a Scooby-Doo knockoff. There's a couple of other like kid games, but this is specifically the idea of strange events in small towns. And so the idea behind it is, even though it doesn't have to be 80s or 90s or 70s or 60s, there's no necessarily set decade. The idea is that it's a town small enough that you could bike across it in a couple of hours. So the opening kind of salvo, if you will, would be like, is the town in, what's its economic status? Is it thriving? Is it in decline? What's one strange landmark that everybody knows about? Who's one person that everyone is happy to see in your town? What is your school mascot called? What is the next town over called? And so there's about 10 questions. It's very quick to put it together. But once you have that town built, then you're allowed to create your characters so that the characters are in response to a world that you've already built. And it plays into a lot of tropes. So the game came out X number of years ago. And during the pandemic, I played with a group of my friends, and it possibly the most rewarding role-playing game experience I've ever had. I just became obsessed with this game, wrote to the creators, interviewed them for my podcast. They invited me to play test for the second edition. So a lot of the new stuff that's in the second edition of Kids on Bikes is stuff that my play group put together. I would say maybe about 25% of the new stuff, things that we changed, new questions, new tropes, new bikes, how the game generally runs. And it is become one of my favorite systems, if not top 3 favorite systems of all time, because it allows that kind of collaborative storytelling, but it also allows for a level of, it's rules light, but it's very adaptable. So it's definitely one that if you ever want to run through, if you ever want to, for instance, play as a kid in Myrtle Beach, say early 90s, to see what it was like as teenagers. And
can't imagine what that would have been like.
Oh, yeah. Well, I've actually never played at a beach town before. We've played in a harbor town in the Pacific Northwest a couple of times. Strangely enough, that was a lot of choices. We did Seattle before the grunge explosion was one of the games that I ran and really enjoyed that one. Part of it too is everyone comes up with a couple of rumors about the town, and the game master can decide. So like everyone's already kind of like there's a predilection to what kind of a story you want. but there's something that isn't in the rule book that I always do for the game, which is I ask them what the rating is. I think if we were watching a movie, what kind of rating you would want. And I always ask them what kind of genre they would prefer too. So we all are on the same page as, like horror, fantasy, science fiction, folk tale, something along those lines. So we did a weird pre-grunge explosion folk horror fairy tale game
nice.
that turned out pretty fun. I really enjoyed that one.
That's very cool. That's very cool. I'm glad to hear that it has all of those tools baked in. Also, just because it's like I know and I'm remembering that in times past you kind of had to sort of DIY it with a lot of games.
Sure.
And I mean, still there are some games that still I have a tendency. I don't know if you recall this about me, but I have a tendency to over prepare in some cases. When it comes to setups of games, and a lot of times I will try to run players through kind of even if it's a more traditional game that doesn't have the tools, I will try to do a thing ahead of time during session 0 in particular, I throw out prompt questions, and we'll try to just basically tie the players into what's going on and get them to help define what's going on, because that tells you what they're interested in doing, right? So I mean,
yeah. Oh, seeing the players' actions tell you what the players are most interested in doing. Where that constant trope where the game master, or dungeon master, or whatever is like, oh my gosh, we were trying to get them to go to the campaign, and they were talking to a tree for the last 20 minutes. It's like, hey, you know what? If your players were talking to the tree for the last 20 minutes, that's what your players are interested in doing. And rather than fighting them, go ahead and just make that tree the coolest tree monster ever, or tree person, or change your entire campaign. And because I got so tired of changing my entire campaign because I was seeing that my players were interested in doing something else, I started preparing less. Now, admittedly, things got better once I fully embraced session 0 and didn't make it just the session where we all make characters together, but actually built the world together as a form of collaborative storytelling. So that if my players said, what we're really interested in doing is something horror, I don't have to go, but I really wanted to do this. If they're all really excited about it and I'm okay with it. And again, part of the session 0 is reminding your players that you as the game master are also a player. As long as we're all on the same page, you kind of go where the energy is going, right? So
absolutely. And it's just basically, if they want the tree, lean into the tree.
Lean into the tree. The tree can take it. The tree can handle the weight of this entire story.
You are creating the tree. You can make it freaking Yggdrasil.
Right? Yes. Oh yeah. We suddenly get sucked into the tree and we go on one branch, and who knows? Yeah, there's some fun stuff going on in there. And I have been known to completely throw out, like, just chuck a binder of notes and go on and just see where they're going. And to that effect, I have adopted something, and this is something I talk about on the podcast quite a bit.
Oh, cool.
Is what I do now, rather than doing a huge prep amount, I decide on between 1 and 5 truths. Usually try to do 1, but usually has to be 3. No matter where the players take the direction, certain truths always have to be true. So, for instance, one of my first Kids on Bikes games, I knew for a fact that all the weird stuff that happens in the town is because 100,000 years ago, an alien spacecraft landed before any people were there, and its engines have slowly been leaking into the earth. And that strange alien fuel has been creating your cryptids and your weird what have yous. As long as that truth is always true, no matter where they go, that informs the decisions that they make or the decisions and my reactions to them. So as long as I've got that, I don't have to change much. Now, I know that Kids on Bikes is a little different because you don't have to worry about combat very often, because let's face it, if a group of adults decides to fight a group of kids, the kids are going to lose. they're just going to lose, like realistically speaking. So what we do rather than doing combat is we figure out a way to get the kids out of the combat situation as if you were watching a Goonies type movie, right? Like the Fratellis, if they decide to actually try to kill the kids, they're going to succeed. It's just the Goonies becomes a much shorter movie. But if I stick to those truths, like for instance, the human bad guys are competent is a truth. And they will succeed in harming the children if the children confront them directly. No matter what scenario we have in that, if the kids try to, I know that I'm keeping that compass point for something along those lines. So it has kept me from doing much in the way of prep, other than maybe I write a list of names for people that I need, or maybe I decide what kind of monsters may show up in a D&D game, or whatever, monster of the week kind of a thing. But for the most part, I have gone the opposite direction of what I was like as a game master, and just try to simplify it. And that is because I trust my players. Now, again, this is not for all of my sessions. I don't do this for my teenagers. And not that I don't trust them. I trust them to not do what I want. So I have to make sure that I railroad them to a certain extent. The other thing, too, is, again, if anyone's watching this and you're going, that seems kind of rude, we don't continue. I don't have the same kids every single month. Right. So I might get 7 brand new kids. I cannot have a to be continued adventure. It has to be a one shot that runs between 90 minutes and 2 hours every single month. And I run 4 of those. So, it has to have a beginning, middle, and end. I do 30 minutes per encounter, regardless if it's a role-playing encounter, a riddle encounter, or a combat encounter. So I know that with goofing off snack time, I can get at most 3 encounters in there. And so that, to have a story arc that has a beginning, a middle, and a resolution, that's tricky. It is essentially like one chapter of a module, essentially, what they get. And so I have to keep a tighter reins for that one.
Nice. And this is at the library, was it? The library.
Yeah. So I'm a youth services coordinator at a public library. So we have programming for 8 to 11-year-olds and then 12 to 18-year-olds, among other things.
We have returned. And we're at this tavern. This delightful tavern. Where I'm sure nothing terrible is going to happen.
Yeah, funny thing about that, you're as soon as so the good news is you have a plan. You know exactly which entrance they need to go to, and for the sake of time at ease, you as soon as you are in this very grand villa within the Lilac district, where you all were just at to have your little funeral, you go throughout this villa, and there is this intense bit of magic question mark energy coming through. Owen especially has an innate sense for this kind of thing. And you find yourself in a library here. So, you may place yourself anywhere within this little balcony area here. I will say that the steps down here are 3 squares down. As it is time to draw steel.
It's only a 4.
Wonderful.
You at least knew what to do, so
Yes.
I'll give you
Yeah.
I got
points
it.
for that.
I got in this time at least.
Yep, knew what to do after a significant break. So let me see what I want to do.
I have pulled myself off to the
I figured
side.
if there's
here.
one thing I want to be on top of.
Let's see. Range 10. Can these guys attack anybody? Yes. So these skeletons up top here are going to take a strike at the most leaderly one, which would be Cesar.
Wait, real quick. I
Hmm.
just want to make sure that we go in with our victories and Stella picks her performance.
Yes,
Yes.
I gotta do it.
You would have a victory from the negotiation.
Okay.
And that victory means we start with extra heroic resource.
You start with an extra heroic resource.
Okay.
Uh,
So, Stella's performance for top of the round. We have gotta go fast. We have gain a surge. I have one that's chosen targets can spend a recovery, but it doesn't seem like that's super helpful right now. Yeah. Preferences?
I always like surges, and there's enough enemies on like our side of the map to where I don't think we need to cover as much ground yet.
All right.
Maybe.
How many victories are we supposed to have?
I should have one since you took a respite, then have the negotiation.
oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we have a week.
All right. Yeah. I'm cool with surges.
Cool. All right.
And
So Stella's gonna play her Ballad of the Beast. We're going Dragon Force this time. Stella's in a mood.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure that was established first. Now you may attack us.
Excellent. So I
good of you to give permission. That's good.
Yep, exactly. But the These decrepit-looking skeletons on the right here deal 7 damage to Cesar,
Oh,
whereas
good.
the squad on the left actually have an even cleaner shot at Owen. So that is okay. Plus 3 is 11 plus 2 is 13. And so that is also 7 to Mr. Gadling.
Uh,
Ouch.
quick question.
Mhm.
Is it just ordinary damage? Is there a
Normal
particular
damage.
damage type? Sorry?
Normal damage.
Normal damage. Gotcha.
They
Okay.
draw their bows and fire a femur at y'all.
They fire a femur?
Femur?
Yep. Yep.
I do believe that's you said that.
Yeah.
So Owen immediately becomes invisible upon being hit.
Excellent.
So he gets hit by a femur and disappears.
My God, they killed him.
Again!
No,
No,
not
not
my
again.
phone.
Don't kill the death fund. I don't think I have anything that triggers when I get hit, so I'm just like, aside from just like, just it hurting a little.
Yeah, so you get the lay of the land. There's the skeletons to your left and right, and a few figures scattered throughout these bookshelves. At the very front of the room, you see a very finely dressed Rioan noble who is semi-translucent as he kind of like hovers up at this desk, and he is
Okay.
chanting as this, as the Book of Time is in his hands. And so if 3 rounds complete, there's something very bad is going to happen.
Yay!
Or at least very strange.
Just kind of out of character. Does the library actually have the giant hands upon the desk and like the glass cases full of arms?
Those are just the artwork. Those are not to be taken. Those specifically are not there.
Okay.
I should have learned my lesson for the dragons.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a lot of severed limbs just hanging around
Yeah.
this library.
Yes. There's a lot of tortured souls in glass cases screaming. So, you
Yes.
know.
Yeah, that too.
Mm-hmm.
They just made some interesting artistic choices.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Giant
you know,
hands.
Lost Souls, the power of this Book of Time. It's not an ocarina after all.
Nice.
Yep. Okay. So, I guess we should stop that guy.
I will say
got a lot going down
above the
here.
table. This is another get the book.
Oh, this is
encounters.
another get the book. Okay. Yeah.
I have an
What do we think?
idea of maybe how I would want to approach this for myself personally. So if I spend an insight when I use my maneuver to disguise myself, I can take the form of like an enemy. Now, granted, I have to like pass tests to like be believable, but I'm wondering if I can like cross the room and then get in enough range to throw one of these black ash darts at him and teleport him away from the book. That could at least buy us some time.
What's the range on the dart? Like, how close do you have to be to use it?
It is a ranged free strike, so I need to be within 10. 10. I need to be within 10. Which right now, I from this position, I think I am 22 squares. I did mess up the measuring. I'm a little ways away, so. But I think that's what I can do. That like this is the first thing I can think of that maybe how I can contribute. But
I have the stupidest idea. Can for our strong boys, can Artorias pick up Fidelis and just chuck him across the room?
I mean, for what it's worth, I have a speed of 7, and I can use more like mains and maneuvers and stuff to move pretty far.
Okay.
I would
So-
call that fastball special idea basically like a knockback plus 1. So tier 1 would push him 2, tier 2 would push him 3, tier 3 would push him 4. So not the most efficient thing.
No, not super efficient. Okay. So yeah, just having Fidelis run is far more economical use of
If
of
I
actions.
can hit him with a shot, I can move him.
So I
I'll
think this
also
is going to be a
mention
game of pass the asshole. So we could, because I could judge him and bring him forward.
Ooh, yeah.
How close do y'all have to be to do those things?
Let's double check.
I have to be within 15 to hit someone with a ranged shot.
My judgment is range 10. But I don't have to. I'm not expending anything other than just doing it to him.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Let me actually look at my pace.
Okay. I think between all of us, we can keep juggling this guy around the room.
Now, of course, us juggling around the room means we are still beset by other things. So our mileage may
Yeah.
vary.
Speed is 6. No, I
need to
don't think I
Grab
could
some
get.
D6s real quick.
I don't think I could get quite far enough. I could get almost far enough. Actually, I can't. Wait, is that right? Dang, damn it.
This is one of those because it's the first round combat, I don't have enough of my heroic resource to do the super fancy thing.
I could get to where I need to get. I actually could get in one turn. I could get to a space where if I get there and I shoot him, then if I get there and I shoot him, then I could move him. How far can I move him? Let me look at that ability again. Notes. Crossbow of translation. May teleport the target. Five squares after the ability resolves. So I could put him like there or somewhere else if we want.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go first, I
That'll
think
make
that
it
sounds
easier
good.
to latch onto him as we go. They're already shooting at me anyway. So I think. Well, wait. Do I have to come down these stairs to make this work?
Yes, those squares. The stairs are about 3 squares high, but that would be an additional movement.
For some reason, I thought this was a For some reason, I thought this was a central hallway. It's not, is it?
Nope, just carpeting.
It's carpeting?
Yep. Well, at least that's my interpretation of it.
Oh, I
Actually,
see. I gotcha. I gotcha.
Nothing. Yeah.
This guy's got the weirdest taste in carpets.
So that means I might not actually be able to get to where we need to be in time. Because the pace would not quite make it. Because I was drawing a direct line, and we don't have that. It would be like there, and then there to there is like 2 squares or 1.5 squares if I'm using the banister. And then
Is it a specific
I could get there.
what am I trying to say? Is it like a specific attack you do, or is it just when you land an attack with the
the crossbow. Well, it's a let me see. This was the special ability that I got the crossbow translation. This is a crossbow I picked up early on.
Yeah, what does the text say?
Weapon ranged psionic. Once per turn, when targeting a creature or object with an ability with the ranged weapon and strike keywords, you may teleport the target up to 5 squares after the ability resolves. Once per turn, when targeting a creature or object with the ranged weapon and strike keywords. Yeah, basically.
So I'm wondering if you could. Okay, maybe this is a question for Levi, but when you use the I don't remember if it's a maneuver or a main. I think the charge where you like run and then you attack. Does it have to be a melee attack or can it be ranged?
It does have to be a melee free strike.
All right, never mind.
I do have a question though, about moving. So what would it entail to go running up the side of this book and jump over it onto the carpet?
That would be a might test in order to jump.
And so, if I did that, would I possibly be able to get where I need to be?
Great question.
Which would be right about there.
Yeah. I would say you have to get a tier 2, I want to say. But yeah. If you want to roll might about it, that would work.
Go for it. Go for it,
let's
Jim.
give that a shot. Why not? Let's attempt that. And if it doesn't work, I will shoot someone else.
Excellent.
All right. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and attempt to roll might, by which I mean I'll try to remember how rolling might works. It's just like a regular roll, and I add my might, right? That's the idea.
This may be correct.
And
yes.
tier 2 is like 11 or more.
Tier 2 would be 12 or higher.
12 or higher. Okay. And if I am translating my victory point into what do we translate those into? Those are.
That would be for you. It's focus.
It's focus. Okay.
Get your class resource.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. So let me see here.
Did you remember to take your class resources at the start of your turn?
I should. I should do that. I'll do that. So it basically becomes a total of 3 focus, which I don't think. Yeah. I could do concussive strike, which might also help with this. But that's not going to help me with this roll, though. I was looking to see if there was any way that I can get any additional bonuses to this with that, and I don't think I can. I don't think I can use my focus to add to this kind of roll. I think I can only spend it to activate things. Okay, well, let's do it. I'm going to go ahead and try to make this roll. My apologies, as I'm sitting here thinking. All right, looking for a 12 or better. My might is 2, as I thought. Okay. Oh. 14.
Excellent. That would bring you to about here, I believe it was. Yep, perfect.
I need to be just close enough to be able to hit him at range. So if I can do that, let me turn that off. Let me deactivate that. Let me see if I can. If I can get about there. Oh, dang it. About there?
Yep, that works.
All right. So I will now attempt the did that use up anything other than movement?
I'll say this part of your move action.
Okay. I'm going to use my concussive strike to try to fire at this person, and we shall see how this goes. All I really have to do is hit him, so hopefully this will work out. Oh, great! So that's a 19. So that puts it at the 3rd tier.
Is that a natural 19 or?
It's a 17.
Okay.
Plus 2 for my stat.
Excellent.
And so yeah, actually, I guess. Well, yeah. So it's a 17 on the dice, which is remarkable. Suddenly, I'm rolling well. So here is how concussive strike works. I'm spending my 3, which includes my victory point, to do this. It's 12 damage. Sorry, 14 damage because it's ranged. I have might to 2 dazed. Save ends.
Okay.
And in addition, I will use my concussive strike ability to yank him forward by 5 and up into the air, if I may. If I could, pull him diagonally up 5, that would be great. So that he falls. And so it's going to be
5 up.
Yeah, so it's going to be 14 damage plus whatever happens there as gravity happens to him, and he is dazed. Save ends, and let's see. Does concussive strike do anything else delightful, or is it just that? I think it's just that. Yep, teleports the target.
So, good news is that dazed save ends is pretty bad. Bad news is this guy can't fly. So
yeah, unless falling would mess up the dazed, I'm gonna. But if it doesn't, then we're good.
Yep. Yeah. So just out of nowhere, you leap over this, shoot him, and then he just teleports up. Fantastic.
Oh, and I guess with my maneuver, I'll go ahead and mark him.
Excellent. Okay. So that.
Is that the end of your turn, Jim?
Yep.
I would like to spend one of my focus and use my one of my trigger for the turn, hesitation as weakness, so I can take my turn now.
No, go for it.
Okay. Well, first, let me spend the insight, and now let me roll insight. I gain 3 insight. Haha, you're in trouble now.
No.
So the first thing I want to do is I want to use my maneuver to use I'm no threat. Let me gain my surge. actually, while I'm thinking about it. And Jim, you get a surge too, because you
Oh,
were
good.
near.
Thank
You
you.
were near Stella. So I'm gonna use I'm no threat, but I'm going to spend one of my insight so I can choose a creature within 10 squares of me and appear as them.
Mhm.
And yeah, it makes me appear as that creature. It covers my entire body, including clothing, armor, alters my voice to sound like that creature, and I gain an edge on tests made to convince the creature's allies that you are the creature. So yeah, I want to spend one of my insight to, I guess, since these guys are right, these guys here, I don't know if you can see my cursor
Ooh,
right
yeah.
in front of me. They may be a little distracted, but I think I'm gonna, within 10 squares of me is one of the skeletons, so I think I'm gonna transform myself to look like a skeleton.
Excellent.
And that's my maneuver. So let's see. I'm gonna go this way that is not close to. I'm not gonna try jumping because I'm a skeleton right now. I'm gonna go this way that's not immediately close to these enemies. Well, hang on. Let me move the thing that actually. Oh, hang on. I gotta make sure it's not at a diagonal. Okay. And this is 7. And then I am going to turn my main into the move action so I can move some more.
Gotcha.
And I'm just gonna keep. I'm gonna shamble up this way.
Ramble on up.
Shamble along in case, yeah, for purposes of getting closer to the book and if we need to fuck with this guy some more.
Fantastic.
So that is all of what I can do.
Okay. So, I hang up body on this. All right. So, this figure, counted the Nicoletto. Jim is not here, so we can okay.
I'm here.
Hello. Let's see. So, ooh. Yeah, all he can really do is just, whoop, not that. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Still 5 squares up, as that is all he can do.
Wait, this man is flying right now?
Yep.
Oh my god, I missed that. Okay.
They fly now.
Oh,
Is he
did.
still dazed?
Oh, gravity didn't happen.
Okay.
He said no thanks.
Worked
Yeah,
out how to
the-
fly.
Yep.
Bastard.
Flying gravity.
The good news is that is all he can do. Let me save. He does not save. And it's back to you, heroes. Yeah, actually, no, he does have a villain action. Let's see. And he can't even do that. Back to you, heroes.
Insult him. Sorry, unless anyone else had something like important to do.
I think the beginning of that got cut off.
Oh, Stella would like to insult him, please.
All right.
Sure.
Yeah.
Please do.
Okay. Oh, but there's steps to this. Hold up. I have to. I gain drama.
Drama.
3. Yay. Okay.
You also have an edge against him right now because I've marked him.
Oh, that's helpful. Okay. Okay, so how far am I? Oh, okay. Oh, wait, move. Why can't I move? Aha. Okay. Uh, just moved up a little bit to get me in range, and I'm going to use my cutting sarcasm on him. Uh, so Stella's going to look up at him with just sheer disdain on her face, and she's going to yell, "You know this isn't the way to get Dame Lenore. You know that." Okay, let's see. Oh, oh, okay. Well, that's natural 19 plus stuff. So plus the edge from Cesar, uh, which is it's still a tier 3 success. So he takes 9 psychic damage. If P is less than 2, bleeding save ends.
Okay, he's not bleeding. So
You want to do it again?
got another action.
Oh, ooh, that was my good insult. uh, he's the only thing I could possibly reach from here. So, I gotta dream up another insult. Let me see if I can do it again. Uh, let's see. I think Stella's going to look singularly unimpressed and yell to him, "Oh, oh, oh dear, you can't oppress a woman when you're bloodless."
Damn.
This is hold on. 16 plus 2. Do I still have Cesar's Edge or is that a single use?
While he's marked, you have, as long as any roll you make against him, then
Okay,
you get the
so
edge, I
yeah.
think.
Okay, yeah, 16 plus 2 for my presence plus 2 for the edge is a dirty 20.
Nice.
Okay, so now I'm scared of my dice. There's no way this is gonna
Mhm.
last. Okay, which gives me another 9 psychic damage, and he still
Nice.
doesn't bleed.
Excellent. All right. Anything else for your turn, or do you have a maneuver you like to do?
I have a trigger,
Oh.
though.
Go for it.
Do your thing.
Oh, no, I can't. I can't. Never mind. I'm sorry. I have to spend to make that work. But you know what I can do with this? I think I'm actually... Do I want to burn my advanced tactics trigger on this, or do I want to wait for Artorias? I think that's the question. Because this basically would be two surges, which you can use on the damage.
This might be a good thing to save for Artorias.
Yeah.
Stella's not the big damage dealer.
Yeah, I was just thinking, it was like, maybe, okay.
Mhm. I'm gonna try and run away from him a little bit as much as possible because I don't think he liked me very much after that.
Amazing.
So yeah, I'm gonna just back up and scooch myself over here. Okay, that's me.
Gotcha. All right, so this guy's gonna go. So this guy over here is going to move 1, 2, and then strike at Cesar. Let's see.
I feel like these people don't like me for some reason. I can't imagine why.
Can't imagine why. Okay, so that is 9 plus 5 is 14, plus 2 is 16. So that is 4 corruption damage, minus whatever immunity that you have.
It's for what type of damage?
Corruption.
Oh, I have corruption 1.
Excellent. So that's total of 3 corruption damage to you. Presence minus 1. Sorry, what is your presence?
My presence is -1.
Oh yeah. So you are weakened to save ends. And yeah, I don't need to spend the mouse for that then. And
Okay.
it actually covers this thing's ability.
It's weakened.
Yep, you are weakened to save ends.
Gotcha.
And it is going to turn invisible. Move 1, 2, 3, 4. And 5, and reappears. Okay, and it will then 1, 2, 3, and that's its turn. Back to you, heroes.
Oh, okay. Well, that was crazy.
Kick its butt.
See here, what is my move? Okay, so see here. I will start with a. See here. I will start with a my maneuver, which will be judgment. I'll pull
Judge,
him.
judge.
Before you make a decision, I will say, these little guys around here, as well as this fella here, they do match the description of those bandits.
Goddamn bandits. So it's like I walk up and go, I'm ready to. You sons of bitches.
Backstory bandits?
Backstory
no.
bandits.
Backstory
All right.
bandits.
I'm glad I didn't change into one of those.
The most dangerous kind of bandit.
Well, yeah, I guess. I mean, we are in the midst. Have any of these bandits actually acted yet?
Nope.
Yeah. All right. Well, one sheet. There we are. All right. So I guess I will 0, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I can make that. I guess I'll start with a devastating rush on this guy right here.
Alrighty.
And I have bracers that enhance that. Be sure. Yeah. All right, I guess I will roll this against that bandit. I'll still judge the guy to bring him closer to Cesar so he can get his work in, but I gotta put in my work on these bandits. So he'll be drug 4.
1, 2, 3, 4. And that would bring him so that he's only 1 square above the ground.
Yeah. Can you pull him down diagonally too, so that he's
Yeah.
within poking range?
Let's bring him back down.
Yep. Get over
Reel
here.
him in.
And then this guy's catching a devastating rush. I'll roll this in. Yeah. My feature gives me an edge. I'll roll that. All right. I've rolled a 20.
Excellent.
So that would be 18 damage. 18 melee damage on this one creature here.
Okay.
Would you like a couple of surges?
I have one from Stella's performance at the top of the round.
Sure. Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah. You just gotta spend 1.
Yeah. I'll spend 1.
Yeah. Please describe how you take out this entire squad.
Well, so I judge that guy. I bring him back down to the ground, and like while I'm looking, it's you, all of you, and I become a whirlwind of fangs and claws and teeth. Teeth are fangs. But anyway, as I just rip these guys apart, it's merciless. It's sloppy, it's messy, it's a little indulgent. If I was a self-satisfied cat, I may roll in it, but I don't have time for that right now. So
Amazing.
Jesus.
Is there anything else for your turn?
see, I've done a main, I've done a maneuver. That's what I got right now. Yep.
Excellent. So the only ones left to go on the bad guy squad are these 2 here. So the left one's gonna call to one on the right, and this one. Let's see. Pack is going this one. 2, and then. Oh, I forgot that you guys were in a whole section, sorry. Wow. Let's see. So this bad boy's gonna walk on up to you. Okay, that is 7 plus 4 is 11, plus 2 is 13. So that is 9 damage to you, and you are taunted until the end of your turn.
What determines if I have taken the effect? It just happens.
That is just part of the effect of the ability.
Okay.
And
Condition. Sorry, I didn't quite catch it.
haunted.
Punted. Okay.
Oh, hunted. Okay. Like you said,
Sorry.
haunted. Like, oh,
Sorry. Taunted. Haunted with a T.
taunted. Oh, honey,
Yeah.
he didn't have to do all that.
Nope. That's just bonus. And then this guy is going to 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll do the same ability on Cesar. Actually, let's go. Okay, that's 13, which is 15. That is also 9 damage to Cesar, and you are taunted save ends.
I will use my life for yours on Cesar. So it's like, as I'm staring down this guy in front of me, I put out my hand to grab the sword for the on the other guy. So you will recover 12, Cesar.
Oh.
So it's like it never happened.
Awesome. I guess the question is, am I still taunted?
Yes.
Okay. I will, but I'll take the healing. Thank you.
And finally, it is back to you, Colin.
Yeah, I believe that leaves only
Oh,
me.
yeah.
I've been hanging out all invisible and shit. Not wanting to get too involved, but I've got people up in my friends' faces now, so I think Owen's going to. It said it was 3 squares to run down, so I can get to the bottom of that flight of stairs. All invisible, do 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 do, and from my invisible state, I mean, dude's up in my homeboy Artorias's face, and I can't abide. So, uh, it's time for eye beams, I think. So I'm gonna eye beams that guy. Let's see, optic blast. Oh, first I gotta get my clarity. Oh, only 1 clarity. Boo. Okay. Eye beams. Oh, that's an 11. That is poor. So that is 5 damage. And on the off chance that the creature's might is less than 0, they are knocked prone.
Would you like some surges?
You know what I would rather do, honestly, at this stage? Let me make sure that I can do this. Yeah, I'm gonna use my triggered action and use again to just try that again.
Oh, yeah.
And that time was a 21. So much better.
Yeah. If you like, you could also have some surges, since I think that you're the last person this round.
Yeah, I may as well.
2 surges. If you want, you can spend them on this.
So that is now instead 9 damage, and if their might is less than 2, they are knocked prone.
You have the extra surge from Stella as well.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, so tack on what, an extra 4?
Nice. So that
So
would be
13 damage?
15, yeah.
Eye beams.
Are you still invisible?
Not now. Only I'm invisible till the start of my turn, so I appeared out of nowhere and then eye beams.
The might is 2 exactly.
Ah, okay then. So they are not knocked prone. Okay. Well, they are nonetheless blinded by the light.
Amazing. As you
Go ahead.
is there anything else for your turn?
Let me look at my maneuvers. I'm gonna use the maneuver to accelerate, which allows me to shift 2 squares forward. So I'll just zoot up to be right there behind Cesar. And that will be my turn.
Excellent. As you as your laser eyes bear into this nave, as you zoom up, we see the Book of Time still gently levitating where it was. Another pulse of energy goes through it, and that's where we will stop. I had to go for. We are going into overtime now.
Oh.
OT.
Overtime.
OT, yeah.
Oh, so
All right.
Ooh.
so we're spilling over into another session. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah. Since we are like 12 past the hour.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
If we're good with that, then yeah, we can.
Yeah, that's cool with me.
Let's
I wouldn't mind seeing you guys again next week.
let's do it next week.
Okay.
Let's run it back.
All right. So as
Bonus
it turns
session.
out, this was part 1 of our finale, and part 2 will be next time. Excellent. Okay. Cool. Well, that being the case, then, thank you so much, Levi. We're going to go around and say hi, and we already said hi to folks at the beginning. We're going to go around and do our outros, and folks can tell us, feel free to tell us where we can find you and any final thoughts you have for this session, favorite moments, and what have you. And once again, as is tradition, we shall start with Levi.
Hello, I am Levi. You can find me at likethegenius.bluesky.social. You can find me Sundays at Landline Adventures for Air of the Dragons. That will save my last plug for after the final thoughts. So final thoughts, I really enjoy the little almost rivalry that's forming between Artorias and Owen. Just the lying especially, but it's the absolute one-sided animosity. Very amusing. Well, yeah, that's a good time. You can also find my upcoming game, Killer Quest, a Car from Bread to Wood game that is inspired by the Percy Jackson series. So if you're a fan of that or Epic the Musical, feel free to check that out. I will be wearing that everywhere. But otherwise, sorry we kind of ran late on time, but yeah, this was great.
Excellent. Very cool. And now we will head over to Colin.
If there is animosity, Owen is completely oblivious to it whatsoever. He has no fucking idea. I love I love playing characters like this that allow me to just I'm gonna rewrite my character and I can just kind of do that. That reminds me of Andy Kaufman when he was on Taxi, insisted that he had to play a character that had multiple personalities so that way he could just play someone different every week because he gets bored easily. And Robin has written into him that he dies and comes back as his kid all the time. That's just a thing that he does. So it was I didn't actually think I didn't plan on doing it before this short series was out, but opportunity presented itself and I dove off of a balcony. And Colin had not considered how Robin's incredibly glib relationship with death would make Artorias probably pretty fucking mad, actually. Like, his incredibly nonchalant attitude toward death when like all Artorias wants to do is to like speak to someone on the other side. I hadn't considered how that would impact Artorias, and certainly neither did Owen. So, very, very fun. Thank you for the moments. Very fun. I'm glad we get to see you guys next week.
Yeah, absolutely.
You can't find me. I am in hiding in an undisclosed location. I am the designated survivor, and I cannot be found. So don't try. And I'll see you all next week.
Excellent, excellent. And now we will head over to Hollow.
Hi, I'm Hollow. You can find me at Hollow Invective on Blue Sky and technically on Twitch, but I don't even use my own channel. So, you know, good times. Today's episode, man, I didn't know what the right time was going to be to drop any of the Artorias lore I've been like kind of seeding, you know, the whole like, you know, oh, I had a friend. No, this is a man I fucking loved, and I miss him terribly, and I wish I was dead. Yeah, the whole mix of you know, of now Owen coming back. It's like, you know, I'll just do whatever. It's my life. It's like, all right, great guy. But I'm having a lot of fun with the mix of personalities in the game. I think this is the first game that Vidalis has not scared me.
Damn, I should try harder next time.
Yeah, it's been great to kind of like, you know, play with everybody, and I was sad to see the story go, but also, hey, for a conclusion, and who knows, maybe we'll come back one day to this as I Orpheus my way, dragging Owen with me down to the abyss.
I can't wait. That sounds awesome. All right. Excellent, excellent. So now we will head over to Noctua.
All right. Hello. I am Noctua Magna. You can find me on Blue Sky under that name. So upcoming stuff, we are taking 2 weeks off for Lords of Gossamer and Shadow. So we will be back on this channel on Sunday, the 14th of June, but not until then. So I do not exist on the internet aside from over here. So yeah, that's it. Good parts about this episode. Oh, there were so many. Y'all are awesome. Yes. Artorias's angst. And just like the way that you handle that, that was delightful. It's a great character arc. Artorias just needs a hug. I feel like Colin, I love it, but Owen might benefit from a slap in the face. Just a little one. Just a little one.
Maybe a backhand.
Yeah, just knock some sense into him. Read the room. But yeah, and I'm actually really enjoying the bantering between Cesar and Artorias and Owen. It, it's fun. And Fidelis is always so composed. And I feel like it's such a counterpoint to Stella's just like manic energy and Artorias's angst. It's like clearly Fidelis is the keeper of the brain cell. It's been so much fun.
I'll guard it well.
Don't let people know where we're keeping the brain cell.
Don't worry, Vidalis has already invested it.
Probably.
Stonks.
He's going to use it to create a pyramid scheme involving the redistribution of brain cells.
If you invest it for long enough, it's going to grow a whole nother brain.
Yeah. That's how that works, right? I'm sure it'll be fine. Awesome. Well, then, speaking of the keeper of the brain cell, we'll now head over to Kylen.
Hi everyone, my name is Kylen, otherwise known as Kyle with an N. Yes, that is how it's spelled. You can find me under that name on Blue Sky as well as Twitch. I've been a little busy the past couple weeks, so I've not been able to stream or be on my regularly scheduled streams, but normally you can find me on twitch.tv/Kyle with an N, where I am playing through the Pokemon series, 14 different games. Right now I'm on Pokemon Black. I just started. So feel free to watch that when I'm live, whenever that may be. I'm also on twitch.tv/Indoor Adventures on the occasional Sundays, playing through Planescape Quantum Mortality, which is a 5.5e actual play where I play 3 different multiversal versions of myself that when I die, boop, I'm a new one. So yeah. Things about this session, I guess just +1 to like the interactions between Artorias and Cesar and Owen, and the like the juxtaposition between Owen's glibness on death versus how much it has affected Artorias, and like, you know, I could just see on Hollow's face like Artorias is seething. Like I could see it in my mind's eye. It was very good. And also shout outs to Stella for like a boss clutching that negotiation at the end by domino affecting all of those abilities. That was awesome. And yeah, that's me.
Yay! Excellent. Yeah, no, this was really good. I'm so glad we were able to come back to do this, because this is this is a lot of fun. I will say just Levi, I really appreciate how you're able to juggle everything, and that was interesting. Also near the end, enemies now giving conditions that we had not seen yet, and so I think that was very interesting. Tying in, there were little touches like tying in the bartender to being the guy that I had met before and all of that, and so I was like, oh wait, there's stuff. So so much. There's a lot of world building that goes on here, and I know that this is a pre-existing setting, but I see you doing stuff, and it's awesome. So that's very cool. I will say, and again for Stella going and barding in the tavern. That was delightful. And then also, again, just as we just mentioned, stacking things up during the fight was great. I think that, the Videlis for keeping things together and negotiating and just sort of keeping us kind of keep doing a little bit of cat herding and moving us forward as we were trying to get to where we needed to get. That was very good. And just, I mean, Robin/Owen, just, it really, the thing that got me was just how much you enjoy dying. that was hysterical.
It's fun for him.
Yeah. And then and again, the counterpoint with Artorias, then getting to the place like sitting vigil, and then just, I can see this growing obsession with the afterlife starting now. Not that there wasn't any obsession before, but it's got a target now. And then also just the wonderful cathartic tearing apart of the backstory bandits, which was wonderful. I loved that. This was quite good. This was quite good. This was very good. It's just a delight. So who am I? That's a great question. I'm still figuring that out, but for the time being, I'm Jim Ryan. You can find me at OtherDoc on Twitch, YouTube, and most social media platforms. Anywhere that I'm not Other Doc, I'm Jim Yes That Jim. My website is jimyesthatjim.com, where you can find my Geek Observation podcast and links to my various other podcasts that I've done in the past and audio dramas, writings, and such. Down below, you can access my website, social media links, YouTube channel, and various other things, like the card game I created, 1 Year Hence. That's linkable from down here as well. Haven't figured out how to link it from the main website yet because WordPress did a bunch of do-si-dos in the background, and coming back to it, I'm like, I can't figure out how to change this, but we'll see. Eventually, it'll be there as well. What do we have happening? Well, the next thing you're going to see, role-playing wise, is this again next week. And as we go into overtime and see what that means when a book dedicated to the concept of time goes off. I'm very interested to see what's going to happen now. But things happening basically next month in a couple of weeks. I might be back if my friend Lucci is available on Thursday afternoons to play Planetfall. It's we tried to solve a text adventure game from 1983. It's a sci-fi comedy on Thursday evenings. If real life has had us has not let go of its grip for the folks for our group that's over on High Shelf Collective on Thursday nights for His Majesty the Worm. Hopefully we'll be able to get back to that. It's looking like next month now, and we'll see how things go. But then, of course, Lords of Gossamer and Shadow here on this channel. As previously mentioned, we've got a couple of weeks off, and then we'll be back on Sunday, June 14th, as we begin that two-part finale. And as we go into overtime, or as we get into that, yes, the second part. I'm confused where we are with that, but we'll have one or two more sessions. We'll see how things go. There's a lot happening. That's right. A lot started happening because we did things very quickly and suddenly in Lords of Gossamer and Shadow. And so we started more boulders rolling down the hill than I think we realized we were going to. So we're going to have
time for.
Yeah, we did not have time for. So one or two more sessions of that, depending on how things go. But that'll be on Sundays starting June 14th. And that's it for that stuff. But as an added bonus, there's another game coming. It's probably going to be happening more midsummer. It's near the end of June, beginning of July. And signups are open now for Warhammer Age of Sigmar Soulbound, the tabletop RPG. It's one of the newer ones. Pope is going to be here running it. I am very excited. I have not done anything in Warhammer, the Warhammer universe before, but I am interested to dig in. This is taking place after Warhammer Fantasy, during the quote-unquote Age of Sigmar. But we're playing basically like superhero adventurers. We're playing heroic beings brought together by the divine hand of those who want us there, to be thrown against impossible odds. And it's dark fantasy, so terrible things are going to happen. Very interested to see what that becomes. But we need players. So we are currently have an open sign up right now. I've just put the link in chat, but also basically if you want to go to jimyesthatjim.com and click on game sign up, you can go there. Or if you go down below, you can get to the same place by clicking on RPG sign up if you're watching here live on Twitch. As always, beginners are welcome. And finally, this weekend I'm going to be at Con Carolina, so if you happen to be in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, attending that, or you're attending that con, I'm not doing anything in an official capacity there, but I will be there hanging out, basically just being a con goer. You may see me, or you can ping me on my various social meteors. should you be interested in meeting up. Also, of course, our GM from Lords of Gossamer and Shadow, Brian, will be there. He and Melissa will both be there selling her art in the dealer room. And so very much looking forward to going and seeing them in person, which I think is going to be great. So that is everything I have, I think, to plug at this point. Thank you all so much for watching. When we hit the end card, we are going to send a raid over to the Lollygaggers, who are playing Wild Sea right now. And so feel free to hang on if you're so inclined and say hi to them with us. In the meantime, thank you all very much for watching. And please remember that you are unique, and that is wonderful, because variety is very important, ridiculously important right now, especially. So you matter. Please take care of yourselves, and we will catch you next time. Farewell.